Hey guys, my name is Savage Brick Sports, and today I'll teach you how to find the highlights of any NFL game since the 2004 season. That's 12 years of NFL content. That's over 3,000 regular season games and over 130 playoff games. So there's a lot of potential with this. So let's begin. Unfortunately, we're going to have to separate this into two groups. Games from earlier, 2004 to 2009, and more recent games, 2009 to 2016. There are two different methods to find games from each of these time periods, and I'll have to teach you both of them. So I'm going to start with the more recent games from 2009 to 2016. You're going to want to start with an empty tab, and we're going to take a game for example, say the butt fumble game, which was Patriots vs. Jets 2012. So we're going to look up Patriots vs. Jets 2012 on Google. Oh my god. Can I type properly? No, I can't. So that leads us to this page. Now you may notice this result at the top. This is actually the highlights of that game. And if we click on it, we'll be brought to this page. This will show the highlights to us. And as you can see, these are the highlights. But there's a better page we can go to. Now if you go down to the result below that, you'll see a page that says watch Patriots vs. Jets, and then in brackets it will have the date in it. This is the type of link you want to look for games since 2009. Now if we open this, we'll be brought to this page. This will have a recap of the game and a box score. Now we go to the videos tab right here. You're going to click on that and it will bring you to this page that's full of videos about this game. These are all archived videos about this game. Now say if we want the butt fumble, it's right here but it's not playing, which is a weird problem. I'll tell you how to fix it later, but this is actually the same play as the butt fumble, so why do we have it both? I don't know. So here it is. But say if I want to download this, I'll use this game as an example. You can find this clip on the videos tab. If you go down to the right hand corner here, you will see a download button. You can download from here, but I do not recommend it. Instead, I recommend this website. You copy and paste the link into this website, and it will download in much higher quality than the NFL's website provides. Link in the description, as well as some other links that I'll get to later. So let me just demonstrate real quick. I'll reopen the tab, and I'll open up this tab, copy the URL, then paste into here. I'll click download, wait for it to process, and then click download. In fact, I'll show a quick side-by-side comparison of the two qualities.
Years ago, we talked to Tom Moore, then at Indianapolis, the offensive coordinator. You got a busted play here, and then Sanchez gets hit. The ball is loose, and it's alive. And then going into the end zone is Steve Gregory. Years ago, we talked to Tom Moore, then at Indianapolis, the offensive coordinator. You got a busted play here, and then Sanchez gets hit. The ball is loose, and it's alive. And then going into the end zone is Steve Gregory.
So say if I want to download it straight from the video page, I will click the video I want to download, and then in the corner right next to the full screen button, right here, you'll see a button. You're going to click that, you're going to click this button. It will copy the link. You can copy the URL, then paste into the thing I mentioned earlier. Now, this works with every game since 2010. Now you may say, what about 2009? Well, 2009 is a bit more complicated in the fact that the videos are there, but they just don't play. Let's take an example from 2009. Let's say the Super Bowl, which was Saints vs. Colts, 2009. That's what we're going to look up, if I can type it correctly. So we go to this page, the page we were at before. Now, a quick thing to mention, if you can't find one of these links when you look it up, try adding watch to the front of the thingy. Yeah, that'll make it much easier to find. So you click on that, and we're going to go to the videos tab, again. Now you may have noticed there was a video playing. That is a rare thing to happen. So if we go down and click one of these videos, you can see it doesn't load. Not loading. In fact, none of these videos load. So say if I want to watch, say, this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to look it up on Google. Search up the physical name of the video. A quick way to do this is by clicking on the video, so we'll say now playing, then selecting that, and then you'll be able to select the title of the thingy, and then you'll copy it, and then you open a new tab and you paste it in. So when you look that up, you want to look for a link titled NFL Videos that has the same title. Now, if you don't find this, you can look up NFL Videos behind the title, in front of the title. And you'll click on it, and that is the video playing right there. Let's try to find a more vague one. Say Colts Report. That's pretty vague. So I'm going to select the title, then open a new tab, and I'll look it up. But don't expect to see the video. Alright, so we didn't get the video. We could try going to the Videos tab, which is... what am I doing? Click on the fucking Videos tab. There you go. So as you can see, it's not here. So we'll add NFL Videos to the search. And that should be it. Now, it should have the same thumbnail as that one. However, it seems they have changed the thumbnail. So I'll go click on this, and this is probably the correct video. What the fuck? No, stop messing up. There. Yeah, so that's the video, I guess. So now you know how to find the highlights of any NFL game since 2009. Now we're going to get a bit more complicated. We want every NFL game since 2004. And, well, this requires a bit of a backstory. So if you scroll down, you might notice a video called Saints 31, Colts 17. These are the radio highlights. Now, the NFL has been pumping out these since 2006. However, they've pumped out videos with the same name since 2004, or of games since 2004. They might not have uploaded them in 2004, but you know what I mean. Now, the NFL has gone through some recent website updates recently. This has made downloading these a bit harder, but it's still possible to download them. What you used to be able to do is you used to be able to look up the final score. You used to be able to find the video. The NFL eventually took down most of the early videos. However, you used to be able to click on the captions link, and that'll bring you to a different website, which you can use to redirect you to another website that will start a download. However, that is now taken out. So, we're going to have to reverse engineer the link that brings us to the highlights. The link to download the game always follow the same basic formula. So you can reverse engineer the formula. So I'm just going to open up the link template that I made in a second. I'll link it down in the description below. So I'll just zoom in on it right now. So let me describe the parts of this. This part is the year in which it happened. I left a big old X at the end, so you could just replace that with whichever year the game took place in. This part is the week in which it occurred. If the week is less than 10, then you're going to want to add a 0 before that. This part is the away and home teams, which I'll teach you how to fill in a second. And finally, there's this part, which is highlight or short. I wrote it in a backslash so people won't confuse it. So if the game is from 2004 2005, you're going to write in highlight, remove short. If it's from 2006 and afterwards, you're going to write in short. So now that I've taught you how to do it, basically, I'll use an example. Let's say this game from 2006, Redskins at Eagles. So open a new tab and look that up. And what we want to look for is the same URL we were looking for before. The one with brackets. Now this won't be useful for us because the video page is blank, but we can use the URL because that'll have all the information we need to find this game. And just a demonstration, there are no videos here. And so if I look into this URL, this will have all the information we need. This is the year that the game took place, in 2006. Now that part is useless, the part I just selected, so you don't have to, you can ignore that. So if we go back to the link, we could see S200X. Now I left the X there because that's where we're going to play in our 6, because the season was 2006. So if we go back, we will then find Reg 10. That's the week it took place in. So we'll go back to our video page and plug in 10. Now if the week number is something like 9 or 7 or something, then you want to put a 0 before it, as I mentioned earlier. But since it's a double digit number, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we'll then go back and we'll see Redskins at Eagles. Now this is showing what teams are the road teams and the home teams. The Eagles are the home team, the Redskins are the road team. Now you're going to want to memorize that order because that's the exact order we're going to put in the teams in the URL. So we'll go back and you can see the away team, we'll put Redskins there first because it came first in the URL, then Eagles second because it came second. And highlight / short, we're going to put in, we're going to delete highlight and leave in short because the game happened 2006 and afterwards. And so once I delete this, and then press enter, it should download. Now, here I actually mess up and type in highlight, short. So I just entered the URL to download it. It won't display anything on the page, it'll just download. So I'm playing the file currently, and these are the highlights of the game we just downloaded. And so, highlights from 2006 will be in the lowest quality, because internet in 2006 was pretty poor. It'll have radio calls, and highlights from 2005 and 2004 will be narrated. Now, please ignore what I'm doing in the background, it's not very important. You also might need a video player capable of playing .flv files. I will link my recommended video player in the description. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to look up a game from 2004 just to prove that it does work since 2004. So you might have noticed the week was post 20 instead of reg 10 as the last one was. It doesn't matter if it's a post or reg, it'll still work. I'm not quite sure what the one is for preseason games. So I'm going to put the Patriots as the away team, Steelers as the home team, the week is 20, the year is 2004, and this is oh well, that's a mess up. If you mess up, it will say file not found and it won't start a download. So that's sort of a mess up. So I'll write in highlight instead, if I could type. And there we go. It downloaded the file. And these are the highlights. As you can see, these are actually pretty good highlights for 2004 internet. Now, you can't hear it, but these are actually narrated, since I'm doing all audio in post. And that's it. That's my tutorial of how to find any NFL highlights since 2004.
Fire when the storm hits you.
That's it, Brian?